Today I'm going to show you how to make this first birthday cake topper. It's super cute. It's a great alphabet for nurseries, christenings, baby showers and toddlers' birthdays. So we're going to upload the pink moon and stars alphabet. I will drop the link below. There will also be a blue version due very soon, so keep your eye out for that. And I've also uploaded some extra elements. So we've got a pink star, moon and a fluffy cloud or a chick. So those are available in the shop for £1, but you don't have to use those. That's optional. That's if you want your file layered, but I will add the links again below. But the full alphabet and number set is free in the shop for you to use as it is, but if you want to build the layers, there's that option. So we're going to make a first birthday cake topper today. So I've got my number 1 and then I've uploaded the extra elements. So we've got the moon, the duck, the stars and the cloud, just to create a multi-layered file. So I'm going to create my first layer. So click on the top bar and click offset and then just choose your size. And then I am going to make that white. Now you can't see the background now, so click on the bottom left side where it says canvas. I'm just going to make that into a pale grey, and that helps when you're working with white layers. So once I've got my first layer, I'm going to go and grab my cloud because I haven't uploaded that. So there it is. So it's a slightly 3D fluffy cloud, and I'm going to position that on my number 1. So I like to mess about and just get the right position. So I don't think it takes away from the one there. So we'll pop it on the back, and then I'm going to select all once I'm happy with the position and create another offset layer. What I want to do first though is I want some stars on the cloud. So rather than have those in layers, because that might be a bit fiddly, I'm just going to flatten them on. So I'm going to put 2 little stars onto my cloud like that, hover them over, and then I'm going to select all and I'm going to flatten it, and that will make it just one layer. So I do want to create layers, but I want this one to be one solid layer. So there you go. So what I'm going to do is layer my moon over the top of that so that it stands out. And create my offset. And just drag it to where I want it to be. I love the offset tool. If you follow me, you know I use it on everything. And then we're going to colour it. So, but what I've realised is that because it's a print and cut image, it's actually made my layers print and cut. So I need to change those to cut layers, because you don't want them to print, you want to cut those out. So I'm going to go to this one, change it to cut, and then I'm going to change the colour. Now, if you make another offset off a cut layer, that will be fine. It's just if you make it off a print and cut layer, it automatically makes it print and cut. So do check that first, because you don't want to waste all your ink printing a pink layer when you could cut on pink card. So now I've got that, I'm going to create another offset, colour that. And this is where you can mess about and change things. It is all about trial and error. And I tend to line my colours up after I've printed my first letter, because then I can see exactly the colour card that matches. So now I'm going to get my moon. I'm going to just right click and put it to the top. And then I'm going to layer it on top. I'm not going to flatten that or anything because I want that to cut separately. And the same with my little chick or duck. He's so cute, isn't he? I'm just loving drawing 3D. So line him up there. Again, I want him to cut separately, or her. And then we're going to pop a star in. So I want the star. I'm going to layer some stars up on here. So I have got some layered stars, and create it so it's multi-textured. And when you're lining up images that you're just going to cut so that you can layer them, they just need to be the same size, but sometimes it's hard to see. So say with those stars, they're angled. So I'm just going to go in, and I'm not getting my corners there. I think sometimes when they're small, but I can go up to the rotate tool and click that to rotate it so that I can get it in the right position and then size it. So sometimes when those arrows don't appear, that is an option. Now I'm going to grab my last star, and I'm going to just pop that in where I want it to sit, and then I'm going to select all and create another offset. And it just looks so much better if you've got loads of layers. It gives it such a great effect. So as I say, I don't know quite what colours I'm going to use yet, but I do tend to decide that once it's printed to see what card matches the best. And now I'm going to send it to print and cut. So I actually messed up on this bit I didn't get when I sent it to print and cut. But make sure you use your fine settings on your printer because you'll just get a better quality print. So I use a green matte and a brayer if it's an older matte, just to make it stick really well. If it's a new matte on green, you don't need to do that. And I'm going to print and cut all of my layers ready to make my cake topper. And here it all is. So I'm going to start by, I always work top down and then put the extra elements on after. So I'm using sticky pads, and I tend to buy the bigger sticky pads and cut them down if I need them smaller. So I've just popped on my first layer. It's a bit boring watching me take the stickers off. And then we're going to go on to our second layer, line it up, make sure I've got the right one, and again stick my sticky pads on. I use a hook to take them off. I find it so much easier. And position that. And then you can see that I'm going to line it up to make sure that with my layer, but then I need to add my cloud. So there it is. Just make sure with the cloud it's the right way round. And then I've stuck something there, so I'm just going to have to loosen it and pop it in there and stick it on. And you can see that it's all starting to layer up now. I just have to put a sticky pad on the back of there to attach it. And there you go, that's all done there. And now we can go on to the next layer. So again, put your sticky pads on the back. And then I'm going to use my hook to take them off. I used to do it with my fingers, but they just get so stuck to everything. It used to drive me mad. This for me is much better. And then we're going to pop it on there. And you can see how it's starting to build up beautifully now. So we've just got our elements to add. So let's get the moon on. And pop that on there and it just layers it up. So they're only £1 for the extra elements, so you don't have to use them, but they are great to have. And I've made them quite big, the file, so that you can actually use the letters and numbers and the moon and stars to decorate nursery bedrooms if you printed them on printable vinyl. So there's actually so much you can do with these alphabets, make banners. And now I'm going to pop the star in there. And I've just got to put my duck and a few stars on, and then we're all built up. I think the thing is with these cake toppers, you can get quite a simple cake, something quite plain, and just make a really fancy cake topper. And it's a really affordable way of having an amazing cake. I mean, I always buy lovely cakes and still make a cake topper, but it's just you've got that option, haven't you? And you can create a completely themed party just with these alphabet and number sets. You can put them on party bags, you can put them on banners, you can do so much with them. And there you go. How cute is that? All I'm going to do now is pop it over on the back. I've got some Cosmic Shimmer glue, and I'm just going to put that on there and then pop a straw on the back. It dries really quickly, this Cosmic Shimmer glue, and it's sets really, really well, so I love that. And once it's dried, you've got the perfect first birthday cake topper.